You're listening to The Monks. You're here with The Monks. I'm Josh.
I'm Heather.
And thank you so much for being here. If you like what you're hearing, I must say this. It has come to the time. If you're enjoying anything that we're doing, especially if you're actually listening to this on like Spotify or Apple Music or anywhere that you actually listen to podcasts, I beg of you, write a positive review.
Yeah.
It may move the needle a little bit. It may get more people to listen to the show. We're having a blast making it. We just want more people to actually be able to see it. If that's too thirsty, well, baby girl, I'm in a desert over here, blah, 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 thinking I see a ham sandwich, but it's really my best friend. I'm thirsty. Like, write a review, give us a thumbs up, do something that helps show, the algorithm that we exist.
Almighty.
Yeah.
Almighty.
That's it. That's all. Sorry. Thank you for participating, if you would. If you hate us, honestly, give that a shot. Maybe write a bad review. I honestly, anything would be fine. Heather.
Yes, sir.
We recently got back from Florida. Florida's home.
His home.
His home.
Oh.
His home base of operations.
Oh, gotcha.
Florida.
Yeah,
Florida.
no, I got it the whole time.
I want to know, be honest, when Florida hit the scene, how long did it take you to realize his name was just Florida?
As soon as I saw it.
You saw it, though.
Well, as soon as I saw it. Yeah.
Okay. I feel as though I was in the same thing, but I'm not going to lie. I think it had a hyphen involved. I thought it was like Flo-Rida.
I think it's two separate words, isn't it? Wasn't it?
Do you mind?
Please.
Because I want to say even visually, I was like, okay, this seems to be nothing I've ever seen before.
Was there a dot in between them?
Let me see. It was literally just Flo, F-L-O, space, capital R,
Yeah,
I-D-A.
so as soon as I saw it.
I'm going to say I didn't catch it right away. I'm going to say it was like urban camouflage to me, where they're like, you don't see that that's not a wall. And I go, maybe. What is it that... it's Florida. Okay. It was pretty deep into Florida that I was like, it's Florida. And he's from Florida. Okay. All right. At that point, I was like, okay. Yeah. That worked. But
just take in the information you're given.
Yeah.
Do nothing further with it.
Nothing at all. I said... Florida is Florida. It was like a real Kaiser Sozak for me. I was like, Florida is Florida. Huh? I wish I was lying, but I know that name, which he was like, I'm not trying to trick anyone.
He wasn't trying to trick people.
Because I couldn't be more like, this is dead on. Like, I'm from Florida. I broke up the word. And I was like... had me thrown.
Genius.
I don't know if I thought it was a genius. I was just like, I didn't even put that together. Okay. But we just got back from Florida.
Yeah, we did.
Went down there. Got to see friends.
Hot take. It's hot there.
It is hot.
Even though people kept saying, this is really nice weather.
It was really nice weather.
I kept saying, tell my lip, it's sweating.
It was really nice weather for Florida. But I will say, like, we live in California. We love California. That's what everybody kept saying. They go, my God, you should be like tour guides for the entire state. You're like ambassadors for this place at this point. I go, I love it.
Dorks for the state. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thorns and all, we love California. We tell anybody who hasn't seen it, come see it. Florida was having fantastic weather.
It
really genuinely was. You could wear what you wanted to wear. Within reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wore a velvet suit to a wedding.
Yeah.
It was that wedding portion was outside. Wedding. So yeah.
And it was comfortable.
It was
on the verge of comfortable. But I do hear you, because when you're in California, it's like, I don't ever have my skin rubbing on itself in a way that is uncomfortable at all. I'm walking, I'm talking, I'm living a full life here. I was in Florida for 1 week during the nicest stretch of weather that place will ever get. And everybody's like, wow, this is really nice weather. And I was like, it is. But I am starting to stick and rub. It's like a coach giving a play call. He goes, we're going to stick and rub. Stick and rub. And I go, I'm sticking and I'm rubbing.
For me.
Yeah. So it was very, very nice. But I go, this is as good as... It's like somebody going, hey, this guy who's usually a maniac, he's being on his best behavior right now. And I go, yeah, but he is still doing a little bit. You know what I mean? He's still, I did see him drink a beer in the parking lot before coming to the event. Like, I get it. He's holding it together a bit, but he's had a few cocktails. Like, I'm afraid he's going to get too loose.
We're all holding our breath.
Yeah. Because we did, like, last day we were there, we're like walking out of a Publix, because you got to do Publix 90 times while you're in Florida, and we did. It was muggy. Muggy. It was like that pre-rain, just after a light rain or whatever, like that kind of mug that it gets. That's where I think the discrepancy.
That's where my glasses are fogging. And
yeah. Yeah. That's where the discrepancy comes in. Because what it is, it's a bunch of people. We've experienced both a lot. We lived in Florida. You grew up in Florida. We visit Florida often. So when we say, oh, no, it's not that similar on the weather, people are still to this day baffled.
Pushy about it.
Yeah.
I feel like they're downright pushy that it's exactly the same, and it couldn't be further different.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, no, I get it. We're both experiencing sun. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, I get why you think. I think you believe the Sunshine State moniker, where we have experienced it. We're like, right, when it's not rain or gray or humid or even like one night, I mean, this is like perfect Florida weather. I mean, it is nice out, and we're sitting outside with friends, and they're like, this is come on, this is pretty good. And I'm like, but you do have a mosquito on your head. You actively just have a mosquito on your head feasting. It was a wild time to fly. Everybody is like, oh man, everybody, you've already made a plan. You got to follow through with it. And all anybody wanted to tell you leading up to it, they're like, I think you're going to be delayed. Yeah. They're going to cancel it. And I said, okay, did you hear this at the meeting at the airport that you work at? No? You're just like, I get it. We're seeing the same news. At this point, we're pretty committed.
Right.
We had flights during COVID that obviously we didn't take. And they just kept your money. So
I never got my money back.
Oh, trust me, they'll just keep your money. They'll kick the can a little bit, like, hey, if you can hurry up and get on a thing, I was like, yeah, it is
I think
what it
we
is.
had a flight in either March or April of 2020 that we just didn't get to go on, and then also never got a
they kept
voucher
saying, like,
or anything.
During the height of it, they were like, if you quickly want to book a flight, we'll credit you. And I said, we can't right now. Yeah. And they just kept our money. Yeah. So I was like, it's going to be whatever it's going to be. It's like somebody who can only get loans from loan sharks. It's like, it's not going to be good. Like, there's no good version. That's airlines. Right. Like, at best, I'm going to get on an Airbus. At worst, they're going to cancel it right here while I sit in their lobby waiting, having paid for, parking for a week. And they go, all right, well, sorry. And this time it's not even on them. Huge thanks to anybody who did come and facilitated these planes leaving, because I was like, you don't owe us that. Like, not knowing when your money's going to show up is pretty wild stuff to have to show up for work. So flight out, beautiful, on time, decent seats, headrest TVs.
Yeah. Got to watch 2 movies.
Oh, yeah. Loved it.
I was like, oh, yeah. Now I'm in the, knowings of what's going on with the youngs and the medium youngs. I don't know. Who watches Superman?
Everybody.
Medium youngs, and then the youngs with the Freakier Friday. Or the Freakier Friday is probably old people.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know that's going to be exceptionally young people who are showing up for a Jamie Lee Curtis vehicle with a 40-year-old Lindsay Lohan.
I know. I loved it.
I thought absolutely adored
I'm like,
it. Huh? Yeah, I'm sitting over here going like,
liked it more than Superman. And I did.
I like Superman.
I like Superman too.
Here's the thing, and I'm not a big comic book person, so I can only imagine, like, people are like, what? I enjoyed that Superman bar none more than any Superman I've seen. And I've been forced to watch about 9 Supermans in my lifetime. That's the thing with comic book movies in general. I am not against them. I think make them. I get it. It's IP stuff that you're psyched on. You grew up with it. Make them. I feel like Batman and Superman, I've seen 152 different versions of it. One thing I appreciated right out of the gate of Superman was we just started with, he's a thing. Yeah.
Do we even need to say?
No. Well, I think it's fine to tell us where you're at in that story, know? And I was like, love it. Yeah. I love a Star Wars, like.
You know what? I kept getting an announcements during that
That's the best, isn't it?
So I would like read a sentence and then there'd be an announcement. So they'd take it off the screen and start talking. And I totally forgot what I just read.
Can we also talk about that on planes? We're a captive audience, right? Whatever you got going on, I don't know that you need to kill my screen. Are you asking for my genuine help? Are you? Right? It's like I could sit here and read Superman, right, and you tell me if the plane's going down.
Also, I can't even hear this announcement. You're whisper talking every time, so don't bother.
Yeah, and it's always like, okay, we captain has put on the seatbelt sign. I know that 99% of you have had your seatbelts on the entire time. Yeah. For the 1% that have those off, we'd like to. I know some of you. Oh, let me just stop for a second. Did you start reading? Okay, I'm back. Hold on one second. Sorry, somebody just was showing me a picture. I go, what is happening? I'm trying to read. I'm not
trying to read Superman.
Yeah, I'm not involved. Just, really, once you're up in the air, if you're a regular person, and we're not in exit row, I always love that too. They go, I need a verbal. I need a verbal that you can unlatch a door and that you're down to do so. I need a verbal. Why
would you be upset for asking them that?
What's that now?
So for someone to verbally say they agree to that, why does that upset you?
It doesn't upset me.
Okay.
I just always go, everybody's going to say yes. And then we're going to find out.
No, some people won't say yes.
You think somebody's had the exit row and they go, oh, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. You think
and we need to know who they are.
A true coward. That's a coward who knows themselves. I go, you got leg room on a plane, and you go, no, I am not.
I won't even say, there's such a small percentage that something will happen, and I can't even say it just in case.
Can't commit to it.
Yeah.
They go, okay, in case of an emergency, do you agree that you'll open the door? I don't even think they say and help people off. They just go, will you open the door? Mm-hmm. And this person goes, we got the extra leg room.
Well, there's 6 of you in these 2 rows, right? Yeah. So,
he
doesn't even say that's, all 5.
That's a true coward. Somebody who goes, there's 2 doors have to be open. Mm-hmm. There's going to be 4 people basically rooting for door openers, and you don't even think that you could kind of give a little Jimmy, if somebody goes I just need a little more, they were like, ooh. And also, I guess my thing at this point, planes have been around since the Wright brothers. Mm-hmm. It's been a minute that we've had some planes, it's 2025. I guess what I am inferring is this your first time on planet Earth? You knew they were going to come and ask you this, right? It's like you can't show up to the exit row and go, so why are we even, you know what I mean? It should just be a given. They should come by and go, you know what this is.
Well, I don't even think they used to ask, so I wonder if that's
what happened.
Is that a new thing?
Some guy goes, I'm not doing that.
They have to ask.
No, I'm not doing that. I don't think we're supposed to do that. They go, no, it needs to be open. The plane is in the harbor. We need to. No, guys. Just one overbearing guy wouldn't let it happen. No, I'm serious. No. So now they got to ask, can you open a door?
Yeah.
Can you let people out? And I always think, yeah, absolutely. For more legroom, I'll do anything.
But you never booked that seat.
I think what it is exit row is always in some way for you and I busted up. That's the worst when you're looking for your partner, your family, you know what I mean? I don't even know how people are doing whole families. During all these shenanigans, I did say to you, and you said the same thing. You're like, so everything, everybody's worried about delays. You can just, you can feel it. It's kind of palpable in the airport. People are worried they're going to not get their flights.
A lot of them weren't.
Yeah.
It was all pretty much red and yellow on the board.
Yeah. There was
not much green. Yeah.
So I was psyched that we were on time and everything to head out. But I did think man, if you're taking around somebody who's elderly, if you have your kids with you, this, we have the easiest version of this. Mm-hmm. We're not weirdos who are trying to bring, the guy in front of me when I was trying to see about upgrades, and there were no upgrades, but he just has 2 cats, in his carriers. And I go, oh, this guy's got to buy a seat for his cats. He's got the 2 cats, and they go, well, we could get the cats on a middle seat, but it wouldn't be with you. And he goes, oh, that's fine. And I go, well, hold on. Hold on. Is that fine? That was my first, I was like, I don't think cat guy should get to say he's fine with his cats being anywhere in the plane.
Right.
I think that should be a you come to the people in the plane question.
Yeah.
Right? You don't just go, hey, are you comfortable with 2 cats being mashed in between you? Like, first off, what if you're allergic? You know, like you're genuinely allergic to cats. I'm not saying I would say no. I'm saying, like, of course, the guy with the cats is like, oh, yeah, put them anywhere. Actually, they're quite ornery when we fly.
Say, he doesn't want to be around them.
They're going to, you know, well, hold on. Hold on. That's another plane flying by. And the
with cats?
It's all cats. But they just were like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. No, he should have to go around and go, hey, I'm going to be having some cats. 2, in fact.
They're going to be fighting in there.
Oh, my God. They're not even in the same carrier.
Oh.
It's 2 carriers.
So they have
cats.
to get 2 seats, or
Nope.
they are going to be stuffed on the
stuff
same.
them on 2 middles. Okay. I go, no, dude, you can't. That's wild business to me. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Hey, my kid is a real problem. Well, we could put him anywhere on the plane. Oh, okay, perfect. Not with me. That's scary. Now, here's the thing I don't understand. Now, if I'm a parent, so Cat Guy's got the right idea. He goes, great. Little vacation for me in the air, 6 hours, in fact. My cats, and they will, and I love when cat owners go, they do spray. I go, that's peeing. Cats don't spray. That's pee. Okay, dog owners at least own it. They go, if your dog pees, you go, no. He like a dog owner goes, he's not housebroken, which is mental. But like, no. Cat owner goes, oh, they might spray. I go, might spray what? Cologne? No fragrances, right? They're not working at a Macy's. They're not gonna. What do you think of it? It's pee.
Just the stinkiest pee you've ever smelled,
right? Just arrogant, kind of a-hole pee coming at you. So am I going to have 2 people spraying? Is that what he goes, oh, yeah, when we get up in the air. There's something about when they hear the, I go, that's pretty early in the flight. That's almost immediately in the air. They're spraying already. 5.5 more hours to go. I'm covered in spray? No. But here's what I don't understand. When parents get on, I would be horrendous. I go, where are they going? They're not going nowhere, right? Kids can't go anywhere. This is a real teachable moment about independence in my mind. If we had a kid.
Yeah. And the time I spent in Florida with kids this week, I totally agree with this statement. Go on.
Get some independence going.
I
would be like,
go sit somewhere further from me.
You imagine?
You're probably very loud.
You go to the upgrade thing and you just go, and they go, well, we could put your kid
downgrades.
Any downgrades for this one? We could put them in the middle somewhere else. And I go, great. Because I go, once you seal it, you're not going nowhere, right? I mean, worst case scenario, you guys will knock on the door if he sticks in the bathroom too long or something. And they go, well, we'd prefer. And I go, I understand preferences. I fully get that.
Why? You didn't have any for the cats?
Yeah, I saw the cat guy doing whatever he wants. Why? It's a wild, wild west if you got 2 cats. I got a kid. I got 1 kid. Put him somewhere and, like, get him a pretzel twist or something.
Why is it always a boy?
Because that's the problem. Because a little girl would just sit there and be great on the plane, and I'd go, I don't need to move her. My daughter will sit with us. My son. Once he's in the tube, he can't go nowhere, right? Because he's a disappear. He'll Houdini out of this thing. Oh, that just reminds me of one time when I worked at Universal. This Australian guy was telling me, like, kind of giving me tips because I was like, oh man, we really want to go to Australia. And he goes, well, on your way back, make sure that you get first class, like, because you're just going to be whipped from the thing. You're going to want it. And I like when people give you advice that you go, yeah, maybe if my poverty doesn't stand in the way, do they auction those off or anything? Yeah. Okay. But he was so funny because he said, yeah, we're traveling with our kids, and his kids were all like at least 12 to like 15 years old. And he goes, and there's nothing harder. And I'm thinking he's going to say, then coming up with like all that first class money. He goes, then looking in your children's eyes and going, you guys are in coach. You're going to be back there. If you need us, if they'll allow you to come up, please do. But if not, I don't know what the rules are up there. It could be that you have to wait until we get back. And I thought, yeah, that's fair though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like kids.
Would you care if you're a kid?
You don't. You're sitting crisscross applesauce in the seat. You got tons of room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I went on a Greyhound bus with my mom one time. Here's how bad Greyhound buses are. I was a little kid and it was still miserable. But it definitely wasn't as miserable for me as it was for my mom, my full grown adult woman mom. I'm curled up like a tabby cat in the seat. getting ready to spray. And she's just like all humans, like, you know.
Yes, totally sitting straight up.
Yeah. At least on a plane, it's as fast as it can be. Mm-hmm. Greyhound bus is like, oh no, we're seeing the worst of it all, and we're doing it real slow.
Yeah, no highways.
No highways, only top streets for us.
The guy in front of me on the way there had, I could definitely tell who was from which state, but the guy in front of me on the way there,
he felt like a Florida guy.
He had his shoes off.
Yep, boat shoes off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boat shoes, no socks, just kind of.
Off on a plane. I see, and you know what's weird? Because here's the thing. I have seen shoes off. I've seen feet up. Mm-hmm. You know, it wasn't that bad. To me, I go, you're hurting yourself. That is a protest unto only you. Because that's gross. Mm-hmm. This is a regular old airplane. I go, do you know how much they use airplanes before they'll decommission an airplane? Like, so much. Mm-hmm. They go, no, this isn't like nobody was like, hey, welcome. Nobody broke a bottle of champagne on this thing and said, welcome. This is the one time you might want to take your shoes off. Like, you know, it's the type of thing where you go, no. It's crazy to me, actually.
As we boarded, they hand you like a thing to clean your space.
This is us getting on a plane. I'm not gonna hide from it. I'm wearing a mask for several reasons. It's cold and flu season. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get cold or flu. Mm-hmm. Florida people love it. I mean, that's their MO. They go, boy, if I could get... I feel like that guy took his shoes off. He goes, boy, if I could get a flu, I'd like to. You know, like...
Or some kind of stomach bug.
Oh, God, if I could get a stomach bug. Oh, my Lord. Drop some weight before the holidays, and then I'm turkeying up for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'd love to get a stomach bug. Oh, I'm probably just going to touch and lick. You know, I'm just touching surfaces and sucking fingers, because that's the type of guy. He took his shoes off, and he probably took out some old Wing House wings. He goes, get that going. Got some lemon peppers in here, I think. You know, I brought my own. This is going to be grotesquely buffalo-y, if you know what I'm saying. Oof. I'm going to pop this open, and once I do, woof. Anyway, shoes are right. And he kept doing this number. He's like, he's doing the like he's going to do.
Like he's cleaning his feet on this dirty floor.
Or like whenever, you know, like your science teacher's like, oh, we're going to show you how balloons make static. I mean, he's doing that level of like, And I said, okay, to each their own. So I got that on, and I'm wiping everything down. And somebody goes, it smells like alcohol. It smells like rubbing alcohol. And I thought, what a great observation. I'm glad that you're screaming it.
This is just kind of makes me a little bit sad, but they were handing these to us as we walked in.
100%.
Are we there? Everybody else is already on the plane. We're like group D or something.
Yeah.
Yep. This is the first time you're smelling the smell?
For disinfectant. Okay, get into it.
This is the first one you're smelling?
Yep.
Oh, no.
And of course I said, hey, I just like to drink a little rubbing alcohol before we get takeoff here. You know, let them know, like, hey, man, don't let the mask fool you. I'm a fun guy.
I don't like being sick.
Absolutely not. I am in the pursuit of pleasure and avoiding pain. Mm-hmm. That is my MO. You know, I'm a little leisure boy out here. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to get, all I can envision is that I'm going to get there. And about the time fun's going to happen, start to feel like the scratch.
The last cold I got brought something new. All of a sudden, my eye swelled up. Mm-hmm. And I thought, I don't want new things.
I hate that feeling when you know you're getting sick, but you're lying to yourself. Mm-hmm. That like, no, I think I may have just... No, I think I'm good. Actually, I think that did it. I'm going to take a real hot shower tomorrow morning. That's going to do it. Mm-hmm. And then you're right, like cut to, and you're like razor blades in your throat, your eyes swollen shut.
We spent a lot of time with kids on this vacation. A lot of kids. Visited a lot of kids.
Yeah.
A lot of kids.
Which was both, I mean, truthfully, amazing. Uh-huh. And had its challenges.
Yeah, I know. My mom kept saying, stop, it's sensory overload for them. Stop.
You imagine? That's how much we protect peace in our lives, that people go, they're gonna lose it on these children. I go, not on the children.
No, we wouldn't.
They just know we'll run for the hills. I think they go, we want them to come back.
Yeah, that's what it was. She was like, they're not gonna like this.
No, all the kids were fantastic. I never fault a kid, nor do you, for being a kid. I like kids being kids. I like watching kids do insane stuff and be excited to be kids. I just don't have kids. Like, we don't have that. I just noticed it the most. I noticed it the most in the morning. Like when the kids were present, morning time.
Well, we only stayed with one person that had kids.
Whoops.
So for me, it was anytime the kids were around, not just the morning.
Okay. I just know as soon as we're like walking out of the guest bedroom of our friend's house and they have 2 little ones, my buddy just crosses my face and goes, "It starts immediately." And it was on. Because like kids wake up like, here we go. Like, you know, it is absolutely on. And the youngest one was teething unexpectedly. So she's absolutely beside herself because like, you know, you can't process that. She's in pain.
I know.
I felt horrible
She
for
was
her.
crying so hard that she was throwing up from crying so hard.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
I love watching those dynamics and siblings already there. Like, I mean, they're like 5 and 2 and the 5-year-old's like, okay, but I'd like a little bit of the attention. Thanks.
I think she was using that to get all of the attention from us. Yeah.
She's like, anyway, so I'm not bawling my eyes out and throwing up everywhere. What do you guys want to do? Watch me do what? Jump around? Just tell you words I know? I could do both simultaneously. I'll do both simultaneously. My favorite thing that she was doing was like she was bouncing on her trampoline and her sister, who is 2, you know, she's just figuring out the operating system. Yeah, of course she wants to do what her sister's doing. And she was like, excuse me. Please excuse me. And then you just hear the little one wailing. And her mom's like, did you kick her in the face? And she goes, yeah. Watch what I can do. And I go, just like, no, like, oh no, not even like bother to lie. Just like, yeah, I kicked her in the face. Like, because she put her dumb face there. What am I missing?
Oh, she was cracking me up. At one point, we were sitting next to each other, and she just goes, "Can I eat your hair?" And I'm just like,
yeah.
No.
The way she said it too, it was like you're cuddled up with her on the couch watching TV, and she just said it so low. Like, would you mind if I ate your hair? I said, what is this girl going to be, the Prime Minister of New Zealand? The male one, not the female one.
Her mom said, did you just say, can I eat her hair? And she said, yeah, I already ate mine.
And her mom kind of had a reaction to that like, this has been a thing. She goes, you're going to get a stomach ache. You're going to get a stomach ache. And I just thought, what a wild line to say to somebody. She asked, she took the no. What does it matter if she asks the next person? What if they're like, all right, I guess I got a few Lucy's, you know. I'm always shedding.
I didn't ask if it was like, if she wanted to eat it attached to me or if she could just have some.
I feel like you could have handed her a loosey-goosey, like, there you go. I mean, I don't think you can indulge. I don't think you can give it to them because then that's weird. Like they go, did you give her the hair? I go, why? What am I doing with it? It fell right off my head. Nobody's ever asked to eat it. I don't know. Who cares? Like, look, they're everywhere. There you go. There's one right there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there were so many. I mean, there every stop of the way there were kids. Another one of our friends comes down to their place that we all, you know, grew up together and have been friends forever. Brought his son quickly skyrocketing in my rankings.
Yes.
Like genuinely a home run kid, but also a fan of the show. So that you know, you go right away. Number 1 spot for that one. Anybody who's getting the listens up, you know, goes up. But no, great kid. But my buddy, we were hanging out and somehow it came up that like, I don't even know how to like preface this. Like, you know, those touch tunes, like you know, like the touch tunes things.
It's a jukebox
that are at
bars that you pay.
Yeah.
And yeah.
He's a diamond member. Like a diamond.
Is it a member?
A diamond rated
player.
Touch tunes player.
Right.
And I said, what does that mean? Are you just like, when you're at a bar, he goes, oh, even if I'm not at a bar, if I know somebody's at a bar, I'll just take over the jukebox for a while. And I'm like, to what end? He goes, I like doing it. You know, just kind of set the mood for them. Like, I know, you know, and I it sounds like he's not even using this. I immediately thought, oh, he's playing like,
yeah, he's using it for evil
10 times in a row, you know, just like some evil villain of touch tunes. And he's like, no, I'm picking good tunes that I think they might like. And I thought, it's like he's a humpback whale. Are they the ones that are just like altruistic?
Yeah.
I go, you're altruistic with your music. Like that doesn't even you can't even hear it. You just want to know it's happening somewhere in the world. And then I said, if you don't mind me asking, And I don't know why anybody would like hold this information, but I said, does it say? Because he's looking at the app. He goes, oh, I'm a diamond. You know, and I said, that's got to be the highest, right? I mean, that's high. Diamond's like a huge thing in music. If you're diamond, that's 10 million records. So I said, if you don't mind me asking, like, how does it say how much you've spent on TouchTunes? And he goes, yeah, $2,200. They're $1 a song. He goes, yeah, but sometimes you can pay more to skip people. I said, you do that? And he goes, oh, yeah, all the time. I go, not for that. Nope. Boop. Going straight into that. We're going to hear a Simple Man tonight.
I said we should get him a TouchTunes as a surprise. And then I started looking into it immediately.
They won't do it.
They won't do it. They won't let us do it.
You have to be a business. So now I have to get my buddy when he's away from his home, and we have to get an LLC in his name, which means we have to forge documents, government documents. We have to get an LLC in his name. We have to get his home okayed to be a home in a business. So now we got to go to community meetings in Sumter County, Florida, to turn his house into a bar, you know, or at least be allowed to serve alcohol.
We should just do a beer and wine.
That'd be easier.
Because, that
easier
would be
licensing.
Yes, yeah.
So now he's got a beer and wine thing. We have to like show for the LLC that we're trying to make a profit. So we do have to actually have people. We got to have a website. We got to try to get some Google review. Now strangers just come to this guy's house so that we can get him a TouchTune.
Yeah.
And I think he would love it. I actually think he'd go, I like all of this that's happening. I'm loving this. My house is a bar and people just come here to hang out. That's awesome. And I go, yeah, you can close it up whenever, you know, it's just mainly about the TouchTunes.
Yeah.
And that lease on that TouchTunes,
yes.
that is on your name because I'm not, you know, but I do think they got a good deal because you're a diamond. But I thought that's wild. He'll just sit at home and be like, yeah, they'll like that. Yes. And there it is. He loves music. I mean, he's always loved music. But I said, that's really loving music. I don't think I'd pay $2,200 for me to listen to music myself. I certainly wouldn't pay it for other people to experience it without me.
Yeah. I pay about $10 a month.
Yeah. Unlimited. Unlimited. That's it. And I still wouldn't turn it on for other people probably. I'd be like, that's up to you guys what you want to do. When you went out for your girls' night, which you said you had a blast doing. I went to dinner with my mom and my sister, and my sister's like, oh, I'll drive. And I was like, oh yeah, wherever you want to go, you know, to my mom. Like, I'm thinking like, oh, maybe somewhere you haven't tried before or just whatever, you know, like whatever you want to do. And she just sheepishly is like, could we go to Chili's? And I said, yeah, you know, I don't care. She already had a plan too. She rolled in, she had the plan. She's doing the triple dipper. Her only thing, she's kind of like, she's like, it's a special occasion. I might do double southeastern egg rolls. I might ask. And so she gets it. But the thing that's funny about my mom is she'll order whatever and then almost immediately ask for a box. To the point that like with this one, I'm like, have you even taken a bite of food? Like it just, I was like, you don't even want to feel it out. And she's like, oh, I'll never finish it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Your mom eats slow. She notoriously eats slow.
So slow.
In fact, one of the best jokes I ever made is because your mom eats so slow.
Yeah.
You and I always reference, for some reason, I Know What You Did Last Summer 2.
Yeah. Mostly 2.
At the end, when the killer's revealing himself.
His last name was Wilson.
Yeah. And then at the end, he always goes, Will's son. Like she's supposed to have put that together.
That was like a bit, they really were like.
Yeah. And I said, that's not really a reveal. I mean, Wilson and Will's son.
Like you named like that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think anybody should
Maybe
think
if you were reading a book and that would be a little bit more of a reveal. But for some reason, it always stuck with us. And we've always said like Will's son.
Yeah. Because it's not a great reveal. One person shoehorned it in and I Know What You Did Last Summer too. And everybody else went, okay. I mean, it's not like he's written it down a bunch. Like, I don't like what's the flex that they didn't think his last name was another guy's.
And somebody else has got to go, I didn't even know your last name. Why would I put that together?
Dude, I don't know your first name. You're one of those people I just say hey to and hope you never ask. You have a few of those in your life throughout life where you just go, I hope they never ask. I'm way too deep into this. I can never tell this person that I don't know. I pray they put on a name tag for some reason or write it down or something. I've said hello to this person every day for 6 years. It's crazy that nobody's called from a distance to them. I have a few folks like that where I go, ain't nobody ever like, hey, Susan. I go, Susan, thank you. Thank you, Susan. I knew that your name was, because people get so mad about it. Like, imagine that killer's like, you didn't even know my last name was Wilson. And they go, why would I know your last name, dude? I just met you. Your last name?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jack Black in there in those dreads. That's why you talk about it. You go, the first one was a hit because of the actors. It is not a good movie.
No. Your mom's name is Robin.
Yep.
And you were eating so slow one night. And I was like, Robin's son? Robin's son? And you laughed very hard because you got it, because it was an inside joke that we've done for a million years.
And now other people can enjoy it as well, if it makes sense. If
So
it's some type of son scenario.
So your mom always asks for a box right away because she
Right
eats
away.
so slow. The rest of us are like,
my God.
hello.
It's crazy. She'll ask for that box and she'll barely have eaten any of the meal, and she'll still be absolute dead last person to do it. One of the things too, and this is not, trust me, I love Chili's. I'll go into Chili's. I used to eat a lot of chips and queso at a Chili's. You know, I love a Chili's. But I have kind of went away from that type of stuff because honestly, I'm a food addict and I'll eat all that food. I got to be real careful. And looking at that menu, I was like, this is why I got to be careful, because I'm looking for some semblance of like, okay, this is a meal, you know, because they put the calories on it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm a fan or not a fan of that, because every once in a while I'd like to just be able to have whatever I want and not worry about it.
Yeah.
So she gets the box, and at one point she's fumbling around trying to get the ranch dressing, you know, to happen. And my sister starts laughing and she's like, Mom, did you bring your own lids? And she's like, I did. Yeah, I clean them. I brought my own lids. And I was like, to what end? Why? They're going to give you lids. And she's like, well, I don't want to be wasteful. But she goes, I guess they've changed the lids. She's like telling the waitress, she's like, they've changed the lids. And she goes, oh, I brought you lids. And she goes, oh, okay, that's good because they changed them. It's not the same one. This was like thicker plastic on this one. These are the thinner ones. It won't connect. That's going to dinner with my mom.
Yeah.
You know, like your folks, they've been going out with her.
They actually hang out. Sometimes she comes over to their house and stays the night, and then they go to lunch or something far away, or they, you know, have little slumber parties or go to lunch. And they call themselves the Flock of Robins because your mom's first name is Robin.
Yep.
And my parents' last name is Robbins.
Yes.
It's very cute.
It is very cute.
I love it so much.
I do too. It's a terribly cute name.
It's so cute.
They were the Lunch Bunch, and then they really tightened up the name. You know, and it's like any good
I said,
band.
give it some thought, roll it around.
Yeah. What else?
See what else we can come up with.
What do we got? Oh, Robin and Robbins. There's something there. There's some synergy there, actually.
So your mom stayed the night at my parents' a couple nights while we were in town, because that's where we were staying.
Yeah.
And I got home from my girls' night and you were asleep upstairs.
I'd had my fill.
They were all hanging out.
Yeah.
And we got to talking, and your mom said when she visited us in San Diego, she stayed with us.
Yeah.
And she's like, you guys don't have enough snacks. When I was staying with you, I went in the middle of the night to get a snack and I couldn't find anything good. So I ended up eating my own vitamin gummies.
Just more of them?
Yes, a snack.
Yeah, that's where I go, all right, well, I get where I get it from. Because sometimes you go, where did this come from? And And I go, probably from the lady who's like, I got to eat some more of these gummies or something.
I got it definitely from when we got home. How many cakes were in the repertoire?
In total?
In total, there's a nothing bundt cake, a big
one.
Yeah.
Like a nice raspberry white chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
That thing was good. Had about 3 slices.
There were 2 smaller bundt cakes.
2 or 3?
2 or 3 smaller. No, I think
2?
there was 2. Just in case we didn't like that flavor, here's 2 other options.
2
2
cheesecakes.
different cheesecakes. So that's. And then there was also a cake in the freezer.
Your mom had mentioned that there was like a strawberry, some kind of cake in the freezer. So like 6 or 7 cakes were available.
Yeah.
Just in your mom, honestly, I will say this. Like one part of me is like, it's so hard to even try to be good. Like with eating stuff but she'll also do that. Like she had blueberries and fruit and yogurt and everything that we have in the morning.
Cheesecakes was, I think,
Sugar-free.
no carb. Oh, sugar-free.
Sugar-free. But I will say, your mom, is such a good host. I mean, she truly is so loving with the way that she does host. I have a hard time because the pantry staff, that's my own deal.
Yeah. She said, I know you like Dot's pretzels, so I got some. It's
like a Costco
my whole
bag.
torso.
Yeah. Like you're going to have a potato sack race in it later
right.
when you get done.
Couldn't even, the whole time I was like, don't even open it.
Yeah.
Do not open this. You'll eat them. Don't open it. You'll eat them all.
To your credit, you were just like, I'm not doing that one. Yeah, sometimes it is good to just know thyself and be like, I'm going to abstain from it. I am blown away by the hospitality of your mom every time we stay there. I mean, like, it's like I'll think of a thing, it's already in hand. She should run like a bed and breakfast or something. She loves people. She's very outgoing. And she is a tremendous host. And I also think it'd be hysterical to just have your dad in that.
You would hate it.
It'd just be your mom like, hey, good morning. Your dad just like, they eat down here.
Yeah.
Hello.
He just turns the TV louder and louder and louder, like to drown them out.
It's just Wolf Blitzen, just like booming. Cheryl. Oh, he doesn't like it. He does. Do you think people would even pick up on? I think your mom would be able to outweigh that with like, hey, but I feel like he'd be like,
Who's that quiet man reading the paper in the corner?
I don't like it. I do think it'd be great. Maybe he would. I mean, I just feel like your dad would be like, I am just fixing stuff for people I don't want to be around. I'm just constantly fixing things for people I don't even want here. And your mom would just be having the best time in the world. Like, just like, oh my gosh, like, oh, you filled out the questionnaire, so I got the muffins that you mentioned. Like she would crush at that. Your dad would absolutely. Your dad, honestly, is also a very hospitable person, just in a way that is like, I don't think he'd be as into it. I guess, though, he is very hospitable. I mean, he always is like, oh, you guys should just stay with us. And he does let my mom stay. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess it's just he's not as cheery as your mom about it.
Yeah, I mean, my grandma lived there, So.
And he graciously hosted a wedding for like one of your cousins. And the thing is, like, when he says yes to something, boy, he'd go all in on that thing because he like decked out everywhere on their property for that wedding. He never just says yes and then doesn't do the thing. Like, I think that's maybe why he's a little like standoffish. But he goes, if I say yes, I'm going to do it really good. Like, I'm going to try my best at it. And I am somebody who goes like, yeah. And then you go, hey, the wedding's today. I go, oof. Well, I hope they have fun. Didn't end up feeling it.
Yeah.
Never got my creative juices flowing on the old wedding. What are you guys doing?
I made the bouquets and the boutonnieres for the wedding we went to, and you the whole time acted like you had to do anything with it.
I know. And you kept telling me this has nothing to do with you. It's a thing that I wanted to do. I signed up for it. And I did go, this is for some reason, I wish this wasn't the way my head works. You offered to do a nice thing because you're like, oh, I want to do something for their wedding. And you got these beautiful like wildflowers here and you shipped them down there and all this kind of thing. And the whole time I kept going, this could really blow up in her face.
Why?
I don't know. What if they don't come together the way she hopes or something? And they were gorgeous. They were like genuinely beautiful. And I think that the bride loved them. And I was like, oh, this is all good stuff. But the whole time I'm like, well, I hope this doesn't come back to bite her.
And I did it with my mom and your mom.
I know.
And it was so fun.
Which is super sweet. And so that's what I mean. Like, it was a really good visit. I mean, it really was like very good. It's just, at the same time, we got to see so many iterations of life while there. You're popping into everybody's life. And I will say it was such a great feeling because I could see everybody's having a great life. Which makes you feel good for your friends, your family. You're like, everybody seems to be doing well.
Right.
And boy, am I not absolutely in the life that I should be. And I feel that you felt the exact same way. I was like, oh, baby. I don't know. Like, we gently get into this day. I get into every
we also
day.
do exactly what we want. No questions asked.
All the time.
People were always like, what are you doing? What time are you doing that? What are your plans? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And I said, I don't know. That's not how I live my life.
That's true. That was a lot of that. And I think, and again, it all comes from a great place. They go, oh, I want you to have a good time. Like, I'm asking a lot of questions because maybe I could pepper in some ideas for you. And then it'd be like a lot of options. And I was like, man, I am overwhelmed by this. This is not great for me. If you got a suggestion or a thing, let's just do it. Like, I'm into it. Let's just do the thing.
Yeah.
And then if I don't like that thing, I go, oh, I don't like this at all.
I'm going to leave. Usually.
I think that's what it is. It's like there is no leaving.
Yeah.
Like there's no like, all right, peace. It's like, no, we're here. We're here the whole time.
When we moved here to California from Florida.
Yep.
everyone was always asking me about hurricanes and alligators, hurricanes and alligators, hurricanes and alligators. Yeah. Those are the two things that people ask
Big
about
time.
here.
Yeah.
When I go home, everybody asks about fires and earthquakes, And I think one extra thing this time was a lot of questions and banter about
like
unhoused people and the state of the city. Like, what's going on here? Is it bad here? Is it like, is it overrun?
Like, I had a guy in all
users?
sincerity, and he was very drunk at the time, but he goes, I heard that the whole city is just covered in hypodermic needles, which I immediately thought, think about what you just said. A 7 mile by 7 mile wide city that has some of the wealthiest people on the planet living in it.
Uh-huh.
And you've met us, and you don't think we're completely psychotic, right? Like, we're not like, what we're really into? Just scraping our body against hypodermic needles on our way to work every day. Yeah. You know what I mean? I go, just like, there are points where I go, but wouldn't it be cool if when you heard stuff that's obviously stupid, if you would filter that? Right? Like, if your operating system would go, well, that can't be. Chicago can't be a war zone because I've seen the Cubs play there. Right? And like, at no point in Afghanistan, like when we were over there and it was a war zone, did they go, but did you see the Cubs play when you were in town?
Yeah.
Did you check out Second City? You know what I mean? It's like San Francisco, I go, crime is a problem if you consider it to be a crime to wait an hour to get a world-class croissant. Because I do wonder why we got to wait so long. It does feel a little bit like a crime sometimes.
Make more. Make them faster.
Make them faster. Open the door wider. Whatever we got to do. Have a person come down and give them to us in the line. I don't care. I'd kill it with true information. I would just act like, for lack of a better term, I'm as dumb as the question. Right? Like, I'm gonna just kind of, aw shucks. I'm not gonna be biting in this moment. I just went, oh, absolutely not. I said, of course it's a major city. It's a city just like anything here. There are gonna be some folks who are not doing as well as they could be and should be, but it's a beautiful city filled with really nice people. And it can be awe-inspiringly beautiful. Yeah. As can the entire state. And I said the same thing to everybody. I said, I guarantee if you had the time and the resources to go bottom to top, top to bottom, whatever, in California, you'd find somewhere that would be absolutely your cup of tea. If it was something that you ever chose to do.
Right. And go talk to that lady over there who told me that she went to Lake Tahoe, stood on the top of the mountain and just wept. She said wept at the beauty.
At the beauty. I said, what? Actually, miss... Hold that. Sir, can we get you over here, a guy who thought the whole city was hypodermic needles? This lady'd like to tell you how about one time she went to Lake Tahoe. So beautiful, her eyes filled with tears at the sight of it. Not because she stepped on... And here's the thing. I walked on a beach in Florida that I stepped on what I think may have been a rock or a shell. Probably a shell. And I did think Daytona Beach got a little rep to it. I said, I hope that wasn't a hypodermic needle. Oh, boy.
And again, we knew it was clean because we had seen the beach earlier in the daytime.
And that was the only thought that I had. But I go, I have had more issues other places. That's all I'll say. I hate, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I have had more issues that actually concern me outside of California. This will be a game for anybody who is like, hey, is California really scary?
Okay.
All right. This will just be an impromptu game. Okay. So we've lived in California, we've lived in North Carolina, and we've lived in Florida together. Just for anybody listening that doesn't know us, it's, extremely well. So in this game, I'm going to say a thing that happened in our life. And I'm just going to give a little beat, and then you say where it actually happened.
Okay.
California, North Carolina, Florida.
Okay.
A guy filled a sock with rocks and chased a young college-age Heather to her door. Was that California?
No.
Where did that happen?
That happened in Florida.
That happened in Florida. A man loaded up a sock with rock that you had never spoke to before. And aggressively and without any, there's no joking, chased a young girl who is 20, 21, something like that, to her door, to her home. And then you found out that man lived where?
Beneath me.
And then when I went down to speak to him, wouldn't answer his door. When we tried to get you help because you were living just you and your roommate, everybody was just kind of like, "Oh, that rock man."
Oh no, they had said they had prior complaints on other people
About peeping.
different stuff.
About peeping.
Yeah.
And that man lived there till you moved. Mm-hmm. That's Florida. I stayed at a hotel one time when I was a young man with my friends. Mm-hmm. Just staying in a hotel. Window slides open. Head comes through. Hey, got a light? 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Which tells me this gentleman knew the windows don't work. Mm-hmm. He was so confident this window was open. Popped his head in, not even worried that anybody would think it was weird. Just asked for a light immediately. Mm-hmm. Wasn't California.
Did you give it to him?
I did.
Oh,
Gave him the
okay.
lighter. I was like, you got to go. Mm-hmm. You know, I need this interaction to end.
Uh-huh.
That was Florida.
Mm-hmm. Next
you know,
one.
broad daylight shooting.
Yeah, drive-by shooting.
Drive-by shooting.
North Carolina.
Well, it was more a shooting and then driving.
Right.
If I'm
yeah,
being
it was
honest.
a paused shooting.
Paused shooting.
Across the street.
I'm
and then
talking-
a peel out. Mm-hmm.
That's North Carolina. Mm-hmm. Several car break-ins. That's North Carolina. Mm-hmm. California, not without faults. Mm-hmm. But truly, I mean, I have to go based on my own experience. And at Los Angeles, I once left my keys in my front door overnight. Nothing happened to me.
Any more thoughts, feelings, jokes?
Yes, thoughts and feelings. I really did enjoy. As I get older, it does mean a lot to me that we get to go home and see our friends and our family. And I'm very happy that you got to meet up with your girlfriends. You've known these people since middle school.
Yeah.
It is something to be proud of. Like my buddies I met, I have known them since 8th grade and 10th grade. And Florida is beautiful. Like, that's the thing.
Oh, yeah. One of the things that when we were walking on the beach at night in Daytona, first of all, we had this beautiful harvest moon that kept popping up
Oh, my
everywhere.
God, yeah.
Oh, that was incredible.
Yeah.
But then we were walking on the beach and the wave was coming up and it would go back down and it would leave the sand so glassy.
Yeah.
I mean, so glassy. And you could see the reflections of the buildings
Yeah.
in this glassy
beautiful.
sand. It was so beautiful. And yeah, I wanted to take a picture, but I didn't have my phone.
I don't think it would have came out. I think it would have been that thing where like the eye is seeing it and I just don't know
it
if
was
you
so
would have
beautiful.
got it.
I thought the shot would be, you see the reflection in the glassy sand and you kind of tilt up and you open it up to where you get the top of the building, but you also still see the reflection.
Yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful shot that would be. I hope somebody does it.
They will. They will. That's what I mean. I had a great time. I loved getting to see everybody.
Oh, loved it. And I appreciate the flight staff getting us home safely.
Dude, right?
With all this.
I really do appreciate that. I go, look, it wouldn't be out of line to go, I'm not coming to work if I don't know if I'm getting paid. That's a pretty baseline thing.
I love you.
I love you too.
We didn't hit record. We didn't hit record.